Welcome to this week's episode of eThekwini Matters. My name is Zimbili Mazibuko, your host. Today we focus on the developments of Sakithemba Homeless Shelter in Lower Ilovu. According to recent findings and research, homelessness in the city is a significant issue, with an estimated 16,000 homeless people. The city has taken steps to address this, including establishing temporary and permanent shelters and providing services like meals, sanitation and health screenings. Let's welcome the city's deputy mayor and chairperson of the Security and Emergency Committee, Councillor Zandile Mnyeni. Sikubingelele sikwamkele Mtaka Mkhuzeni on eThekwini Matters.
Siyabonga kakhulu. Thanks for the opportunity. Sibingelele abalandela this broadcast enkulu kakhulu eThekwini.
Siyabonga kakhulu nathi. Can you please take us through the issues around the reopening and upgrade of the Sakithemba homeless shelter in Lower Ilovu?
Thank you, Zimbili. I think it's paramount that we start by analyzing the problem. We have been facing a challenge of the homeless in the city for a very long time. Hence, as we speak, we have a lot of programs that were initiated, especially during the COVID. And we said as a city, we need to do more to address the challenge because it's affecting a lot of aspects. You look at economic development, you also look at the stability of the city, especially the inner city, because people who come from different areas, you talk about Pinetown, Umlazi, and other areas, when they come to the CPD, they no longer feel safe. So as leadership, we were mandated as the residents of eThekwini to come up with solutions if there are challenges. And then we look around with the financial constraints that we have. I think when you look even beyond our city, even globally, there are challenges there. And we said, let us go to Sakithemba, which is a building that is being owned by the municipality. We said there we are initiating a new program that is saying, one, let us have the screening. When we're talking about screening, we are targeting those homeless people who are ready for a rehabilitation process. That's step number one. Step number two, we said for the sustainability of Sakithemba, let us look at the private-public partnership so that the sustainability of that project won't be a burden for the municipality. And then we further said, let us look at how this center will be operating. We said, let us look at other departments. Social development is on board. We are working with them and also other NGOs. We are saying this Sakithemba will be operating, one, to assist these people who are homeless in terms of a rehabilitation process. They will be there for 6 months. And also there will be a program of skills development. After these 6 months, we will take another group. The plan for now is to say, let us take 400. And our long-term plan to say we need to look at Sakithemba project as also the pilot of saying in future, what are other things that we can do, either using the model of Sakithemba or initiating something which is new. That is Sakithemba. And also Sakithemba, it must be clear that it's a project that we are saying as a municipality. We have listened to you, to the residents of eThekwini. Now we are acting. But on top of that, we have a lot of programs where we say, let us assist each other to this social challenge. Because when you are talking about Sakithemba, The municipality alone cannot deal with the issue of homeless. We are now busy with a program that will be launching soon, which is talking about Masigoduke. What is Masigoduke?
Yes.
Masigoduke, it's a campaign where we'll be saying, families, come afore. Let us assist each other, because when you engage these homeless people, you find that their challenges are very diverse.
Yes.
Others, they come and say, I'm from Manguzi area, I need to be assisted. Yes, I have been here, but I want to go home. That program is targeting that. And the residents of eThekwini must be rest assured that it's not that because we think that to take this project to Ilovo, 109, we are saying that the people who reside there, they are not important versus other people. And we have a very strict plans on the security upgrade in the area. Because these people, it won't be, maybe there is a myth that says, as a municipality, you'll just take people and then we'll force them to Sakhitemba.
Yeah.
No. Hence, I started by explaining that there will be a screening program that will assist us so that we will be working with those who want to be helped, who need to be converted so that they will go back to their life. I think also it's paramount, Zimbili, that I highlight that we had an engagement with the community from Ward 109 and also the residents from other wards, because when you look at demarcation, there are people who don't reside in Ward 109 who are from nearby wards, which had a concern. And I want to express that we had a very successful meeting with them. We highlighted some of the issues, but we do have bilaterals with them. We said as a municipality, whoever is coming afore with a concern about Sakhitemba, we are the government of the people. We need to listen and engage on the matter.
Yes.
We are engaging with a concern group which consists of the people from Ward 109 and other surrounding wards, and also the councillors who are residing in that area, so that we will find a way each other. But this project, Sakhitemba, must be taken as an implementation strategy on what the people of eThekwini for a very long time have been advocating to say, eThekwini municipality, where are you? Every day we cannot go freely in our city. Where are you? In some part of the city, it's filthy. Where are you? We are here now. This is the first project which is going to be major, but not the last. If we had finances, we were going to have this model, for instance, in all the zones that form part of eThekwini. But due to the financial constraints, we said, let us start with the Sakhitemba one.
DM, maybe let's take this opportunity to allow you to explain about the city's, Metropolis's smart policing system.
We said as this council in this administration, how best can we make this eThekwini municipality caring and a livable city by 2030? How can we make this smart city vision? How can we create a safer city for the tourism and also for the residents of eThekwini, and also for the advancement of becoming the city which is progressive in Africa? The issue of security is also still a concern. We took a resolution to say, even though we are employing men and women in blue on the ground, the technology now, we are in the fourth industrial revolution. How can we zoom in to a technology? And then, boom, the concept of the smart policing. What is smart policing? Smart policing is zimbili in simple terms. We are saying as a municipality, we have a budget of a 3-year project where we are saying how can we best use technology. We will be providing, for instance, the cameras in the strategic points. We will also be giving to the PPEs, to our metropolis, which are of a high technology, because we want them to work where they cannot be. The smart technology will be assisting us. For instance, Zimbili, we see a city where when you walk, for instance, on the street, and then something happened to you, whether it's a robbery or whatever, the metropolis, they will be able to say, oh, in that street there is something that is going on. They need to beef up their security so that people can walk freely in the city. We are now at the first stage of the smart policing. We will be also having the command center where there will be policemen and women who will be there to operate all these cameras, because at the end of the day, we are saying it's now or never. We can invest in technology in our program of advancing this safe city for the residents. So smart policing is one of those projects that we pride ourselves as this administration, because it speaks direct to what the community on the ground have been crying about, to say we need to elevate. And it also speaks to what already we have with other law enforcement agencies, because we have had a memorandum of understanding with SAPS, because we are saying, yes, indeed, we are working different spheres of government, but our mandate is one, is to make it a point that people are indeed safe. So as a committee, on Friday last week, we did visited some of the sites. As part of our inspection, we did see that on the ground the work has been started, and we are waiting with anticipation that this project must indeed be on the mode, because it's now or never. The people of eThekwini, they are going to feel better. They will see this city becoming one of the safest city in the country and also abroad, through the smart policing, which is another vehicle that we say we need to advance this, so that will decrease even the numbers of the criminals that we see sometimes loitering on the streets.
I want us to talk about Albert Park. We know Albert Park, which was once a notorious drug den. I just want to find out from you, DM Uguti, would you say that you are pleased with the progress in Albert Park thus far?
We are indeed pleased. And the Albert Park is giving us a pilot to say, if the community of that what work together with a ward councillor and also with the officials of the municipality, we can go to another level. What happened in the Albert Park, we saw the community members saying it's now or never. Let us reclaim our park. They did that, which I want to also take this opportunity to commend the residents of that ward, being led by Councillor Ungonyama, the ward committee, and also the office of His Worship the Mayor, Councillor Uqaba. We saw our mayor there when there was a big match in Moses Mabhida going there, enjoying with the people who were also happy to say it's been a long time since we were able to have any activity in this park. That is also one project that we are saying all the words. The issue either is crime or the issue of homeless, it can be achieved if the municipality, together with also the civil society, we can work together, because these matters are very complex. They dictate that we need to be under one room with one agenda. We are having other program to say at eThekwini, we don't want homeless people. We are proceeding with all those programs. We are not where we want to be, but at least when you look at the programs that were put in Albert Park, we are in a better position to say at least we are moving forward to advance this vision of saying, let us bring back the CBD to our people.
Any parting words for the eThekwini residents?
What I can say is that the issue of crime remains a very critical issue that also need us to thank the community structures on the ground, which are working together with all the law enforcement agencies. We hope that our partnership and the relationship and also the community members who are working there, who are volunteers, we recognize the good work that they are doing. We also want to make a clarion call to families. Let us work together. Some of the people who are homeless, there were challenges in their families, which makes them to go and do some of the things. We are saying, as a municipality, we are here to assist the families through our offices of Safer City. They must come on board. And we also know that there are people there who are facing, as they are coming as people who are homeless. Yes, they are not homeless. They are thugs. The law enforcement agencies, they must do their work on those regards. The issue is a societal issue, but we must not talk about the matter in different corners. Let us come afore. This is our city. I am proud that I was born in this city. And I know that as I am here in this administration, I also have a responsibility to make an input that will make even my grandchildren to say, I was there and I make a change. But we can never do that if the community cannot join hands with us to restore our city.
Deputy Mayor, thank you very much for coming to our studios.
Thank you so much.
That was Deputy Mayor of eThekwini Municipality, Mama Uzandile Wawamyeni, who's also the chairperson of the Security and Emergency Committee. My name is Zimbili Mazibuko, your host, and from myself and the rest of the team, it's goodbye. Don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe.